1, 2, 3, 4. I told you so. I told you. I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11? Remember when I told you about Building 7? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water? Yes, I did. Remember when I told you about the New World Order? Remember that? Remember when I told you about the chemtrails in the sky? Remember when I told you that NASA was full of lies? Remember when I told you about the ultra mind control? Well, I just want to say that I told you so, yeah. Remember when I told you about 432 hertz, that is, and what 440 can do to you? It hurts my ears. Remember when I told you about the vaccine agenda? Yes, I did. And that Michelle Obama is a transgender. Yes, he is. The dinosaur fraud, the climate change scam, and yes, Sandra Bullock is also a man. Remember when I told you that there ain't no globe? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the TV flicker rate? And how it puts your brain in an alpha state? Remember when I told you about germ theory? Remember when I told you about gravity? Remember that? Remember when I told you about Paul McCartney? Remember when I told you about direct energy? Remember when I told you about Monsanto? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the mainstream media? Your so-called celebrities and pedophilia. Remember that child trafficking and adrenochrome. Remember when I told you about the Georgia Guidestones? Remember when I told you about the false flag operation? Remember when I told you about 5G radiation? Remember that I told you that? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. But you didn't listen. I told you so. I told you so.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army
of digital soldiers. Because this was an insurgency,
Hundreds
folks.
dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. You are.
All right. Hope you patriots out there kicking ass and taking names. Welcome to the party, folks. ThePatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Woo, man, getting kind of excited over here. Well, here we are again. It's kind of cray-cray with everything that's going on, where we're hearing, again, the same thing, that the war is over. And then you got Iran coming out and saying, no, it's not. People are absolutely losing their freaking minds, okay? Before we start getting into all of that, and it's going to be gooder. I'm going to tell you, tonight's going to be a heck of a sleeper show. And but first, let us know where you are watching this from, if you don't mind. A lot of you know that I'm obviously going to do that. Some of you are brand new. Let us know what state you represent or where you're located and where you're watching this from. Alabama knows the drill. So does Louisiana, kicking in the freaking front door. North Carolina, Alabama again. Tennessee, Kentucky's in the house. Ohio, Cali's in the house. We're going to be talking about Cali tonight. Y'all see that big explosions that taking place all over the place. Minnesota said, I'm here. Present. Florida, I see you. Warren County, Tennessee. Barbara Bill is in the house. Probably a distant cousin to me. My family's from out that way. Michigan, Chattanooga, Tennessee, in the house. Louisiana loves PPN. Well, we love you, Louisiana. Good to have you. Florida. Yep. New York just checked in. Florida just checked in. Memphis, Tennessee is saying hello. Buffalo, freaking Texas, of course, Angela rocking and rolling tonight. M. Rogers, 1964, not Buck Rogers, but they're in the middle of Kansas. Auburn, New York just checked in. Good stuff. Colorado is in the house. New Mexico's in the house. Oklahoma's in the house. Texas in the house. Alabama. Michigan's in the house. Ohio. Nebraska, finally. Where the hell have y'all been? Right? Good stuff. Well, guys, listen, this is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com, folks. We are more than just a website. We are a full functioning badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network, broadcasting around the world 24 freaking 7. Folks, support the cause. We got different ways to be able to support us. You can hit the donate button there. You can also check out our incredible partners, which is also on another tab, as you can see here. This is where it comes out too. But, man, more importantly, how would you like to be a part of something bigger than yourself right now? And the reason why I say that is because we're being lied at every single turn. You think, in all honesty, that your news feed is really telling you the truth? They're bullshitters. They lie to you. And they want to continually control the narrative so you don't wake up. Come on over to the Patriot Shoot. The water is fantastic. Get around other patriots that are wanting to know the truth just like you, because we all know. What does the truth do? It sets you free. You have total freedom to understand really what's going on and allowed to be able to use your God-given discernment. Some things that are happening right now on Patriot Shoot, we're finding out things probably 2 to 3 days before they happen. Go look at our track record. Stellar. Incredible. And you also know where you stand with us on Patriot Shoot. But you're getting the truth, and that's what matters at the end of the day. We're tired of being lied to. We're tired of the back and forth. Who wants progress? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it all over the place. More than ever right now, you need to be prepared. More than ever right now, you need to understand there's a chance that they're going to do some serious shenanigans with the internet. We're anticipating it any day now. That's why we don't need no stinking internet anymore, because we've gone off grid. That's right. We now have an off grid radio network, and we've partnered up with a company named SkycomPTT.com. If you go to that website, all you got to do is click on Shop Now, and oh my goodness, would you look here? Just look for PPN. It's the red button there. You click on that, and you get this incredible SK386C digital two-way radio that also has amazing capabilities with satellite and all that good stuff. This is what I thought was really cool. How would you like to have a network that's not monitored by Big Brother? You got it. And we got it. Military grade, baby. And what we're getting to see here is we're able, like we did yesterday, we do radio checks, and we do it every Wednesday at 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, where you get to hear from people on our network that's off grid, and you'll be glad you did. There is financing options for those that qualify. Just call the number. You can do that. And I think there's also some financing options down here as well. Be able to add to the cart and all that stuff. So anyway, you need to get you one. If you don't already, you also have the capability of adding and making local groups in your area or wherever area you want. It's pretty freaking amazing. At your fingertips. Don't leave home without it. Again, be a part of the PPN off-grid network with SkycomPTT.com. So we have something else that we want to announce, because everyone's been keeping up with how inflation is just skyrocketing right now. Well, what if we had a risk modifier in regards to no inflation? Yes, you heard me correctly. We'll get you the details. It's pretty wild, but we're getting some amazing success stories already. We've been, kind of holding back a little bit in terms of what's going on the backside, because we want to make sure here at PPN that everything we're telling everyone works out, and does what it's supposed to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you it works. And people are seeing massive success right now. Text your first and last name to 877-776-6391 right now. You'll be contacted within the next 48 hours. I know a lot of you, because of the way things are happening right now, you're having to go look for secondary work. Well, I'm here to tell you we might have an opportunity for you here as well. So again, text your first and last name to 877-776-6391, and we will get you the details and break that joker down like a shotgun. So there you go. There you go. All right. Housekeeping's over. Let's get down to the business here and everything. So I've been, they hit us again hard today. So I've been working on a lot of tech stuff for us here at PPN and also on Patriot Shoot. And I saw where all of a sudden, Trump had canceled the strike, said that they have a deal. Well, instead of me just tell you, just maybe listen to it from him. Here, check it out.
Big day. I know you'll never be satisfied, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me at all. We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents, which should get done over the next few days. Probably have a signing maybe in Europe, and it's a great thing. Stock market's up 1,000 points. That means they like the deal. See, that means they like the market goes down. That means they don't like the deal. But it's been up. Oil's dropped. Oil will start coming down to, I think, even lower than it was before. I said I was in Iowa. It was $1.85 a gallon. And I don't know if I'm going to get there, but we're going to get pretty close. It's going to come down, and when oil comes down, everything else comes down. And most importantly,
hang on a second. Did y'all just catch that? We got a bunch of people watching us right now in the great state of Iowa. Can any of you guys confirm what he just said on gas prices? Let me go back one more time so everyone can hear this, okay? And by the way, you guys in Iowa, speak up. Let us know what the gas prices are for regular. Check it out.
I don't know if I'm going to get there, but we're going to get pretty close. It's going to come $1.85 a gallon.
$1.85 a gallon in the great state of Iowa. Please confirm if that's true or not. I would love to see someone in the chat saying, "Yep, there it is," and because that's 1996 kind of gas pricing. You hear what I'm saying? Actually, it's not. In 1996, it was like 96 cents, if you can believe that. Yes, I can't believe it's over 30 years ago, but yeah. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Here, I'm going to play it out.
I don't know if I'm going to get there, but we're going to get pretty close. It's going to come down, and when oil comes down, everything else comes down. And most importantly, we have a deal that Iran will never have a nuclear weapon, which was the whole purpose of what we had to go through to get this. So it was a big, very big thing. But we have a signing soon, and the documents are in pretty final shape. So we'll see. We'll see.
So I see Score Patience saying that was before Iran, explaining and talking about this. This is what's connected to is his post here. I guess it was a coordination. So based on the fact that discussions with the Islamic Republic of Iran have been brought to the highest level of Iranian leadership and approved, I have, as President of the United States of America, canceled the scheduled strikes and bombings against Iran this evening. Discussions and final points have been in both concepts by great detail approved by all parties involved, including the United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Turkey, Pakistan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, Egypt, and others. The naval blockade will remain in full force in effect until this transaction is finalized. Time and place of the signing to be announced shortly. President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. So I don't have the full context of the conversation, but we know now from this post that Iran has come out and debunked it and said, we haven't agreed to anything. That's what's happening right now, over and over, the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. In the meantime, let the distractions start, because they don't want people grasping to this is buying time for what's happening right now. California, huge like big time fire at a warehouse and they're saying it's kind of frightening. This is in Tracy, California. This is a Medline facility. Now, this is what Johnny Midnight is reporting on X. Pretty decent account. I give it about an A- rating. Check it out. Wow. Does it look like AI to me? Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. They're distracting us from what's really going on. I don't know. That's pretty big, isn't it? If that's real. Some people in California in the chat, confirm it if you've seen it or you're around the area. Let us know. Somebody said it was years ago with the video that I was showing with Trump. Well, it's tied into his post, and everything he was saying in that video is here. So he must have a time machine. That must be how it works. And if you didn't know, breaking news: Elon Musk becomes the world's first trillionaire. Hey, big man, can I hold $1? Must be nice, right? Mm-hmm. So over in one night, this was mid-afternoon today, we had Ben Graham's reporting of the Ben Graham UK. He says 3 defense resignations in one night. John Healey, Al Cams, and Pamela Nash, the people tasked with protecting Britain, have lost confidence in the government. Holy snappers. This is going down right now, and they're saying Keir Starmer should resign. We're probably going to be seeing that happening. We've got friends and family as well in the UK. By the way, if you're in the UK and you're watching us and you so happen to be on Patriot Shoot, please message me because we got something extraordinary happening there as well. And we're going to be expanding some things within PPN over there. Yeah, it's going to be pretty freaking cool. So just if you're on Patriot Shoot, message me if you're over there, and I'll shoot you over the details. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So someone sent Kash Patel I tagged him in this post on X. Says, "Hey, FBI Director Kash," and then they also tagged the FBI. This is Chaos is the name of the account. I guess he said someone is mowing 8647 at the reflection pool. 8647 at the reflection pool. See it in the live stream. So they obviously have a live stream on it there, but you sure can see some numbers. That's quite interesting. Does anybody know anything about that by chance? I'd be curious to know. It's a 4-digit code. You know what? I might as well go ahead and do it like the good old days. We did pretty good then, didn't we? Yeah, I think so. So let's see here. Matria. There we go. I'm gonna insert this in real quick, the numbers. Let's see here what comes up. Somebody said, "Congratulations, you've passed all tests. Now own a lizard with your wife." Yeah, I don't think I will on that one. I'm going to go to, just kind of looking through here. Nothing is really standing out. So this is what comes up from those numbers that are showing up. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything there or not. I'll look into it. But I thought that was interesting. 4-digit code. They get you access to Fort Knox so we can hurry up. I thought, hey, what happened to that? Wasn't we supposed to have like an audit at Fort Knox? And they announced it like recently, you know? It's kind of wild, isn't it? Hey, this is something else that's wild too that a lot of people have been talking about. Liz Crokin. Let me see here. She's made some things publicly in regards to, she says, I'm going to put on the record publicly, I resigned from General Flynn American's Future on June 8th of 2026. So something's obviously gone down. She's claiming she's got the receipts on some folks. This is going to be very interesting how this is all going down. She's been a big-time resource in the Patriot movement with research and due diligence. And obviously, Liz figured out Flynn was no good. You know, I don't know. I'll be real with you. I don't know necessarily about that, but she's claiming she's got receipts. This is no bueno if that's true. But why would she go out and do this? Is this part of the plan? Is this part of faking everybody out, keeping people on their toes? It's going to get worse. Score patron here is saying 86 equals kill 47, 47th president. That's kind of crazy. Or that's Flynn 2.0. Again, there's something going on behind the scenes across the board, including in Trump's camp, including in every freaking camp there is right now. It's not just this situation. There's others. Well, an imported engineer apparently got his penis out in front of an 11-year-old girl in Ireland. Well, it didn't end well for him. And they are absolutely taking care of business over there right now. Ireland is in straight up civil war with the government, just like what we could see. Imagine if Ireland had guns. Imagine that. Imagine that. Why do you think it hasn't happened to us yet? It's a slow burn, though. It's a slow burn. Oh, Score Patron said Comey did 8647 with the seashells. Okay. Progress. Trump DOJ subpoenas major banks and expanding the banking investigation. Take them all down. Take them all down. If this is true. But outside of these small arrests, which is great in terms of pedophiles and child traffickers, and unfortunately, I don't see anybody freaking paying the price that's an elite being freaking arrested. If it would have been you, me, anybody else would be in freaking jail already, all over the news. There's time, excuse me, there is a reason why this is happening, and it is to buy a certain amount of time for a major scare event. We talked a little bit about this last night, Warren and me, and we're in agreement, possible scare event. Could it be the 16th? Could it be their UFC? They've only got 4,300 seats available. We do know a lot of people have decided not to go. We've had some that have stepped up, and we've also seen where BB is showing up now. You got Trump that's going to be more or less talking for the most part. You have fighters that are refusing to go, and fighters that they said if they go, they're going to speak their mind and they're not going to be censored. And they said, well, can't have that. So they're not there. So this is going to be a little bit of an interesting mixed bag of certain things to take place if we make it that far. Could all of this with the Pentagon today that we've seen in terms of thinking that maybe that this is leading into the false flag could be where they're going to use this as an excuse to potentially cancel the 250th UFC fight? Think about that for a second. I mean, it looks like the perfect window of a scare event. Everybody's going to be looking at it. They could have tested it today with the Pentagon just to kind of get a feel. They're always testing us. Always. So reports are coming in that supposedly from the blast earlier. They're not showing it, by the way, with what went down with Israel. Just to let everybody know. And if you got the video on it, I'd sure like to see it. I've been looking for it all day. We know that Israel got absolutely pummeled with these it's kind of like rods of God. Remember? We always talked about that. But they're saying it was maybe some mini rods of God, because, I mean, the rods of God that I've always heard about will pancake and destroy like a freaking continent, like a nuke, because of the ballistic speed. Why are we going through this? Thank you, Hypersonic. Why are we going through this right now? It's got to happen. We know that, okay? It's leading up to the reset, baby. All roads. I don't care if we're on the same page or not with the little stuff. The reset is already taking place. It is. You can see things taking place. You can see progress taking place. And you can also blatantly see how things are starting to tie in together. And I think for the first time, we can now start to see this taking place. It's manifesting. It's whatever you want to call it, a event driven right before our very eyes, right now. If BB is already dead, which we've heard, and you've seen AI with his 17 fingers, we're going to see a robot, a clone, an actor with a mask on. I'm telling you. If you remember that old TV show V, and they ripped off the mask, and it was a freaking lizard back in the 80s. I don't know if y'all remember that. We talked about it every now and then. But I remember watching as a kid. And I'm seeing this. I'm like, man, it'd be crazy if somebody was up in there and ripped the mask off of BB and it shows he's not even there. Oh, my goodness. Wouldn't that be something? Let me ask everybody in the chat, do you think BB is still alive, Netanyahu? Do you think he's alive? Yes or no in the chats. Yes or no. See, everyone's starting off saying no. Yeah. Okay, he's been dead. Then why is he going to be at the White House? Okay, 2.0. No. Okay. Okay, somebody said, yes, that's really him. They just used AI at the time to protect him. Hell no. He's looked the same for 30 years, right? No. Okay. Everybody's saying no. Okay, then if we know he's dead, then how in the hell is he showing up on the 14th? Oh. Okay. Krantz John says yes. Let me get over here. Let's see here. Yep, they're saying there's been a couple more no's than anything else. I would say probably about 99% no's saying it's not him. Because this all has to play out to help awaken the masses. Too many were brainwashed, and it's 2.0. Okay. So the end goal is for him to be what? So there's an attack that takes place, and they use it because BB was there, a terrorist attack for the false flag that we keep on telling is about to happen. That'll awaken the masses quick, wouldn't it? Hey, Mom, I'm going to go watch this Anniversary 250. Oh, my goodness, it's on fire. Of course, you got everybody jumping up and down. Netanyahu burn in hell. Chicago Punisher said the video of BB had 6 fingers. More than 5, isn't it? I believe that if we are going to have actors and everything brought into the White House, and we're seeing all of this taking place, if you got people that are playing out different people and they're going to be at this place, does it sound like bait to you? Or is there going to be an orchestrated scare event there? How many patriots are showing up and going to the event that's in the movement? Anybody? Any influencers in the Patriot movement going to the event, asking for a friend? I haven't heard of one yet. One I know anyway. Have you asked yourself that question? Is there anybody in the chats? We got a lot of people watching, so is there anybody in the chats that's actually going to the event? It's special invite, I guess. Or whoever's involved with the program, I could only. Okay, Ann Brown, that's legitimate. She said, I'd be afraid to go. And a lot of people would because they don't, what's going to happen. We know Trump's going to be talking for the most. Is Is that why BB's there? Maybe they're going to honor the military because they're about to branch up with Israel. That makes sense. I'll go with that. So the military, right, like 100%, where the military is going to be there, all branches represented. Then why is BB there? What's the purpose? If it's our military, BB ain't our military, has no connection with our military. They're about to be. Nobody can afford to go to those things. Yeah, exactly, Pam. What about what were tickets going for the freaking Knicks game in Madison Square Garden? How much was those jokers? Like 42,000, something insane. I was listening to these people talking about, oh yeah, I spent $12,000 here. I spent $42,000 there. Man, I couldn't wait. I went and took a loan out for $300,000 so my whole freaking family could go. For what? To go down there and see all kinds of chaos and madness? So a lot of people say, Chris Odell 78 says Trump has been exposing Israel and BB. So here's my question. How's that going to expose Netanyahu and Israel being at this celebration of our military? Inquiring minds want to know. Man, I hope that's true. They're baiting criminals with a free TV. You know, the free prize. Fun to see handcuffs and perp walks to place. Well, yeah, I remember they're talking about that sting operation they did like in Chicago years back or in D.C., I'm sorry, when it was called the Redskins, and giving away free tickets for the playoffs or something, and it was going to all the people that owed like child support or had a warrant out on them. Yeah. And as they were coming in, yeah, celebrating, I won. And so put your hands behind your back. And next thing you know, they're being perp walk out one by one. It was a kind of a genius play. But yeah. Production, yeah, I think we all can agree to that. We all can just about agree that the real Netanyahu has been gone for a couple of years now. So why now? Why are we having that take place? And it truly, if they're buying time going back and forth, and I'm talking about the Trump organization, and Trump administration, excuse me, and then they're saying that the deal's not done and we're going back to this over and over again. Same thing. Biden time. No pun intended. Biden time. Is this about the 14th? Is this leading up to the scare event? I mean, they still hadn't left the aliens alone, have they? Hey, you see Project Bluebeam lingering around. Wouldn't it be something if we all of a sudden started catching wind and saying, hey, there's unauthorized flying things up in the air. Please do not fire at them. Sounds like Independence Day, doesn't it? And we're all just sitting here. You're kidding me, right? Because no one's buying it. Because they know it's a distraction. There's so many of us that are awake. So many of us. We don't fall for that BS. It's interesting. It's awesome. They've got technology, 1 million years that have been held back from us that would have saved all of our family members. Why in the hell do you think they're trying to kill our freaking ass every single second of the day? If it ain't from the air, it's what you eat. It's what you drink. It's what you're around. It's what you have to have sometimes to be able to make it through society. Why? Because we all got freaking bills. Life was not designed to live this way, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand everything that we're going through with the struggle is all man-made? All of it. All of it. You got to pay for your water, don't you? You got to pay for your power. I know some of y'all are going to be like, well, I've got my own off-grid stuff. Man, great. I hope it works out for you. Hey, but do us a favor. Teach someone else how to do it. Don't be greedy. Life was not designed for us to have to go through what we're doing. Can I get an amen on that? Who agrees with me on that? Anybody? Anybody? Or are you going to say, oh, it's part of the plan too? No, not part of my plan. It also says in the good book how we're meant to live. It's sad we live in a world like this. It's feast or famine. It's a hand down versus a hand up. Land of the fleeced, home of the slave. That about sums it up. What can we do about it? Number one, we need to be unified. Number two, you need to stop being programmed. Number three, and here's the biggest one of all. Have you given your heart to Jesus? If you have never been around Jesus, you need to get around him now. It's not too late. The door hasn't shut yet. It's going to, and there's 5,000 deadbolt locks on it. And nobody's being able to get through once that door is shut. No one truly knows about any time frames whatsoever and what we're in for. But I will tell you this. You step away from the internet, you step away from your phone, and go be around living people and see truly what's happening in other households outside of your own. That's the truth. Because we're all being affected one way or another. Someone is affecting our life, either good or bad. And guess what, folks? We need to work on more good. Now, granted, the old systems, and I agree, have to be destroyed, have to be broke down. Are you prepared for it? Sounds good, doesn't it? Are you prepared for it? What do you say with the 2 to 3 children that are beside their parents on the side of the road begging for money because his job got wiped out by AI? Their benefits were cut. They're having a weekly go and walk to a local food bank just to be able to put food in their mouths. But then you've got trillionaires that people are becoming trillionaires today. That's creating not just Elon, and it's progress in the way you look at it, but we are about to see some craziness happening from an AI level. They've already become aware. It's a matter of time. Is this the big picture for us to cross the bridge into this AI world where we've been compromised, like the Matrix, like the Terminator? We could use all kinds of crazy examples. But I will tell you this, and take this to the bank. This will not sustain. So I hope they hurry up and break down the system so we can implement the new one and you can receive the abundance you deserve. because it's coming. It's coming. Regardless of who's right, who's wrong during this process, nobody can stop what's coming. Period. Be grateful for the relationship you have with Jesus, because we're going to need him more than ever right now. Pray for God-given discernment. Pray that this happens quick so there's not that much pain and suffering. Unfortunately, it seems like things are going at a snail pace in terms of the pain. The biggest thing that I saw out of today was market manipulation. That's it. Go look at what they're trying to do with gold and silver right now, and manipulate you and get rid of it. Everything is a lie. Everything is fake and gay. It's out there. And how do we know, Chaz? How do we know? God gives you the discernment. It's right in front of your freaking face. Step away from the internet. Look at what is happening in your local area. If you're able to help people locally, great. We want to encourage that. There's so many people out there hurting right now. That's the truth. That's not part of the plan. To some degree, being witness to that. Overall, yeah, it's part of the plan. We got to go through it. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to be bad. I agree with that. But when you see people and families in pain, it's a whole nother level, because it's not on the internet. It's not AI. It's real. So it's hard for people to be able to interpret when they say, "Oh, I like inflation." Who else here likes inflation? I bet my ass you don't, just like me. But again, yeah, we got to go through it. We got to go through it. But can we go through it without being lied to? Asking for a friend? That's my personal opinion. I think we all need to go back and understand how the Constitution works. Seriously. Versus what everyone is saying. Zionist Jews have compromised the United States of America. And they need to be exposed even faster if this is an exposure. We're going to find out exactly in the Epstein files where it talks about Q. We've been talking about Operation Trust for a long period of time. You guys saw what Alex Jones has come out with, and another gentleman that has connected the dots from the actual Epstein files where it talks about Q. It'd be crazy if Epstein was part of Q, wouldn't it? Or was using that type of programming to set to blackmail some folks, including Bill Gates, which talked about that today. Did y'all catch that? Did you know about that? Yeah. And guess what? Bill Gates supposedly has been killed and been assassinated in a foreign country for what he did with testing out certain things and vaccines, which killed a bunch of folks. Supposedly him and Melinda were hanged. No necessary concrete proof outside of what we're being told. And his infidelities with Melinda. So, got to understand, that's why a lot of people have been put on these lists. I pray that's not true. Okay, Score Patron saying it happened in 2013 in India. Okay. I'd love for us to be able to get some type of proof on that. Not saying it's not true. A lot of things we have been told again, has been, even though it's been the truth for the most part, believe it or not, it has, is to keep us distracted. All of it, including election fraud, all of it, built by design to keep us all distracted on what is really happening behind the scenes. Unfortunately, Jennifer, my wife, on her side of the family, lost another family member that we're having to put into the ground because of this horrific thing they have done to humanity. I'm sure we're not the only ones, we won't be the last. Over 70% of our family has been decimated and has been murdered because of this. So for those that disagree maybe on some of the things that I'm saying or the facts that I'm speaking, bringing up, where you can go do your due diligence and research it, that's real what I just said. That's not to hype anybody, gaslight anybody. They are murdering us at every turn still. But yet, nobody will stand up to the degree, like millions of people that need to stand up now to counter this. But everyone will be distracted. Everybody will be into their phone. Everybody will be butthurt because of someone not agreeing with them, and it's petty because they are freaking exterminating the human race to either have you as a slave internally for big pharma, to have you a slave on resources such as fuel and gas and water and electricity. Okay. They tell us, oh, that's good for you, when it's eating your ass up alive with cancer. And by the way, we know what the cures for cancer is. They don't want you knowing about it. But for the most part, any type of conspiracy theorist, I have to use that word because that defines who we are, has been right virtually on everything. Everything. Again, things cannot sustain. You got people calling for the 25th Amendment. You've got other people saying this is part of the plan. You've got others just sucking their thumb in the fetal position in the corner. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you do. That's why you're reacting that way, because everything that you were told was bullshit, including our history. Everything. So what I think they need to do, I think it's time that we see the reptilians. It's time for me to get the DeLorean so I can go back in time and change some freaking things since they get to, because that's what's happening. We are going through a new dimension, but I'm happy about it because at the end of this deal, we are going to be blessed with so much abundance. So much abundance. And it ain't that far away. God bless the Republic of the United States of America. And God bless you, patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world for that matter. Again, we figured out some things along the way. Text your first and last name to 877-776-6391 right now if you're willing to put some elbow grease in and looking to help others with abundance. We figure we'll go ahead and start off doing it, showing people how it's done. Precursor to the Jubilee, perhaps that's the plan. See everybody in the morning. Coffee with Chaz is in Patriot Shoot. Go to join.patriotshoot.com right now. I get cracking around 9-ish, depending on how bad they try to censor us. So God bless, and see you in the morning. Take care. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership.
For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your states at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.